I'm drowning in my history, prisoner of past defeats. Tell me what the future holds. Tell me, baby. Terrified of things to come, paralyzed I can't.
Hello everyone, it's Lucas here from Swaggerbond and I'm back with a brand new retro quick play video, and this time around I'm playing the very excellent Tekken 2 for the PlayStation 1, played here using a PlayStation 2 in glorious HD. Hope you're doing absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out one of my retro quick play videos, I really appreciate it. If you're new to my YouTube channel and like what you see, hey, what on earth are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button now. And hit that like button, because doing this lets me know that you enjoy my content. If you subscribe to my channel, you will be updated every time I drop a new video. And by dropping a like, just let me know that you guys like the type of content that I'm making, and I can make similar content for you in the future. Again, if you enjoy this video, comment. Let me know your Tekken 2 memories, or indeed any fighting game memories on any system. I'd love to hear from you. Tekken 2 took over my life. I have to say this. My brother, who I credit to this day for going out of his way to buy gaming consoles and systems back in the day. He was always coming home with something new, and thanks to him I think that's why I'm doing a retro gaming YouTube channel today, because I played a lot of games, and I remember we had Tekken. When the PlayStation came out, we had Tekken, we had Crash Bandicoot, and what else? Ridge Racer. Fantastic games. Now, something happened to Tekken, I don't know, it got scratched or something, so it wouldn't work, and then I heard Tekken 2 was coming out, and I just wanted to play it so badly, and it looked really cool, and then, I don't know, one day my brother just come home and he was like, oh, I've got Tekken 2, and I'm like, oh my god, and so I just played it non-stop, and it basically took over my life. I'm a huge fighting game fan anyway, and we had a Sega Saturn, so I was always playing Virtua Fighter 1 and 2 and stuff, and Tekken 2 is just, it's one of the best beat-em-ups of all time. So, I'm very, very excited to be kind of bringing this to you today. So yeah, let me know your memories. Share this video around with everybody that you know, anybody that you think might be interested in this type of retro content. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm. It allows my channel to grow, and it means more blokes and birds across the land will be able to find and access my content consistently and easier. And finally, you can find my social media. There will be links in this video description. So let's get started. I'm very excited and antsy to start playing. And look at this. We have new characters. We have old characters. Who do I want to play as? I want to play as King, the wrestler, because he's got these awesome power moves and combos as well that you can kind of pull off. So don't be expecting any fancy moves, because I've never been that kind of a player, but I'll see what I can do for you. He says as he pulls off a suplex. Awesome. Oh my god, that's what I love about this game. I surprised myself. But you can get away with just kicking your opponents sometimes, and you know, if you know what you're doing. I have completed this game on hard, believe it or not, even though I'm losing. And I was able to beat the devil first time, but it seems my skills have just gone a bit underground right now. So it's just getting back into the groove of this game, because it's easy to look at this game's faults now, because it does kind of play, it feels slower compared to other beat-em-ups, and when you jump it's very floaty, but that was indicative of beat-em-ups at the time as well, I suppose. And this was like well, I wouldn't say one of the first 3D beat-em-ups, but 3D beat-em-ups were starting to become to fruition, starting to come to fruition, I should say. Just can't get a word out today. And you know, obviously now we have faster, more responsive beat-em-ups. But Tekken, I like Tekken 2 because it's strategic. So if you kick an opponent and you miss, then they can go in there with a combo and they can finish you quite quickly. So there is an element of strategy and things that you need to look out for. Look at this, nice suplex there. But I first saw this, I believe it was on Games Master back in the day, and I really wanted this. I think, and I could be wrong, I can't remember if it was Tekken 1, 2 or 3, but you had these lads on and they basically spend all day in the arcades, like pumping, I was going to say quarters, it's American, isn't it? Pumping pound coins into these machines, and they would learn the moves and they would write down the moves, and I think they would like sell them, you know what I mean, and to help other people, and they become experts in the game. I always admired that. And there was always one where they went to this, I think this Japanese shop, and they were getting the guys, because I think it was like Japanese import, and they were getting the guy to translate what the moves actually meant, which I thought was such dedication to the craft. I don't know if anybody was really doing that at that time, but yeah, the beat-em-up scene was absolutely thriving. As I said, I've mentioned this before, but I come from a small little town where there's not a lot happening, and so it wasn't that video games, I wasn't aware of video games, it's just we didn't really get them. You'd have to go kind of a bit further down the road to get to them. I mean, like my local cinema back in the day, and I'm sure many retro enthusiasts will know or will have heard of UCI Cinema, which was you know, I think where I live is now an Odeon. They had like Turtles in Time and is it the Simpsons arcade? They had all those arcade games, so it wasn't that I wasn't aware of them. It's just we didn't really get to play them much, you know. And then my spar shop, I think, suddenly had a Street Fighter 2 machine and then a Mortal Kombat machine and stuff. So it was kind of buzzing, really, you know. But it was like that thing where I think gradually you become more and more aware of what was going on. But I was never an expert at arcade games or anything like that. I think Street Fighter 2 on the arcade, I think my best run, I probably won about 3 matches, which I was quite impressed with. I remember seeing it for the very first time and just like my mind was blown. I'd never seen anything like it before. And then obviously I go around to my friends' houses and they would have like Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 and all that, and all the arcades and all that cool stuff, and I was like, man, I'm really missing out here. But I remember my friend, and it was like I'd go around to his house and he'd have all the latest consoles, and I was like, oh man, I could only spend 2 hours. I always remember his mother, Mrs. Loughlin, would be like, oh, you've got to go home now. I'm like, what? She said, you can only spend 2 hours here. I'm like, oh, but I want to play. Like, no, you've got to go home. I was like, so I trotted off home, you know, and then we did have an NES, to be fair, so and there's nothing wrong with the NES, but I was like, oh my god, I really want a Super Nintendo. So you kind of made the best of what you had. So, you know, I mean, I had the Game Boy for a very long time, and so I mentioned this before, I played a lot of Game Boy games. You know, I'd always swap them and stuff, so it's like, and I had the poor man's Mortal Kombat on it, and like, you know, but at the time, you didn't complain because it's what you had, you know what I mean? So like, oh, and then eventually I got Mortal Kombat 2, but I was always swapping games and stuff and playing different games and trying to find the ultimate game. But then when we got the PlayStation, as I said, my mind was blown, and I don't know if anybody else felt this way, but I had the Super Nintendo, we had the Super Nintendo for a very long time, so I was content with that because I had, as you guys know, I'm a massive Donkey Kong Country fan, so I had Donkey Kong Country, I was happy with that, Legend of Zelda, all those games, and then I got Donkey Kong Country 3, and this was like, I want to say 97 I think, but the SNES was fading. I wasn't ready for that era to end. The 16-bit era, I wasn't ready for it to end because, you know, that was what gaming was to me. And then all of a sudden the N64 comes out. And I've had this. I think I've had this conversation because I was, you know, mentioning my good friends over at Gaming for Ages, Dibs Ahoy and Bedjul, and we were having a discussion about Mario Kart 64, and we were all in agreement that I think that Mario Kart 64 is not as good as the first Super Nintendo. And I remember saying to Bedjul, shout outs to you and Dibs, that I felt the same way about Mario 64 when that came out. For some reason, I just couldn't take to it. Everybody was talking about how great the game was, and that it was at Shoshinkai, and oh my god, it's the greatest 3D platformer ever. And I just felt like it didn't click with me. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt a little bit. I feel bad because there's probably people out there who absolutely love the game, but I couldn't take to it. So I guess what I'm trying to say was that it took me a while to adapt to the new, you know, to the new games that were coming out. And certainly after Mario 64, there were games that did sort of float my boat, like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. But anyway, we also got the PlayStation 1, and it was, well, actually we got the Sega Saturn first, so it was like this whole new world of, you know, 3D gaming, like on a CD. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but back to my original point, did anybody else feel this same way the first time they saw a game on a CD? Because I'd had cartridges for so long, and then all of a sudden it was like, no, games come on CDs now. So I remember we got the Sega Saturn, and my brother come home with like Alien Trilogy, and then he was like, can you put Alien Trilogy in? And I picked up this CD. I was a little kid, and I'm like, what the hell is this? A game on a CD? Because games supposed to come on cartridges. I was afraid I was going to break it. So it was a massive, massive breakthrough to me. Like, I couldn't quite understand, you know. It took me a while to adapt. You know, so as I said, I was so used to the 16-bit era, and I'm getting my butt kicked here. I really need to concentrate. I wasn't ready for any of it to end, but eventually I got into it. Eventually, gaming sort of, you know, I did sort of adapt, you know, because obviously games like Tekken, Metal Gear Solid come out, and oh my god, incredible games. I remember just spending one really cold winter just playing Metal Gear Solid and just completing it for the first time. It's great because it's like, you know, obviously my family were very busy, and it was almost like I don't know if they really started to play video games much, because obviously life takes over, as it did for me, but it just seemed like I had the, you know, I could actually, you know, I played on the consoles more maybe, you know, because I remember just completing that. And my brother, as I said, he was always coming home with games, but I don't know if he ever really played them. I know he really got into Final Fantasy VII, as did everybody. That's a fantastic game. And we had Virtual Cop and Virtual Cop 2, and, you know, Daytona, obviously, Sega Rally, and all that good stuff. Command & Conquer was definitely a favourite of ours. We loved that game. And it's a memory. I just remember he come home with it for the Sega Saturn and just playing that over and over non-stop. I love that game. In fact, I dug it out, right, like a few days ago. I had, well, actually, when you see this, it'll be a few months ago, but yeah, by the time recording this video, I dug it out a few days ago, and I couldn't stop playing. I literally played the nod disc, and I played to like mission 7 or something. So, and I'm really not winning at the moment. I'm really struggling with this. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Oh god, she's kicking my booty. But yeah, good times. How do I beat this girl? Really trying it, but nothing's happening. Just trying to punch her under there. Yeah, I just spent like all night playing it, and it was such a great feeling to, you know, it sort of took me back to when I was a kid, when I had no responsibilities, I had no bills, forget about it. There was just me, Command & Conquer, the bedroom, cups of tea. It's a wonderful time to be alive. Oh my god, John is tough. Do you know what? It's hard to believe, but I have actually beat this on hard mode, and I can't even do it on easy or normal mode. I think it's on normal. I can't beat her at all. She's one tough cookie. There we go. I do need to get better at this, to be fair, because I'm not really a beat-em-up aficionado. There we go, that should do it. Boom, there we go. Finish her off with a suplex. Show her who's boss. Yeah, this Tekken will always have a special place in my heart. The series is wonderful. I suppose the same way people feel about Street Fighter 2, which I absolutely love. That's a series I love. That's kind of how I feel about Tekken. You know, because I credit it to being some of the best fighters ever, and a time when gaming was really cool. There you go, would be, you know, trendy, and that's what I associate the PlayStation with. It was like adult gaming. I remember my brother, I mentioned him a lot, but he took me to the pub for my first illegal pint. I've told this story before, and I remember there was a guy, and it was so exciting. He was playing Resident Evil 2, and he was like, what do I do? The giant crocodile or alligators come in. And I was like, oh, and I showed him what to do. And he was like so grateful. He was, thank you so much, because he was like, it was like the perfect moment. But knowing that I had the answer to his problem, it was wonderful. And it was just, I'd go home and then I'd play on the PlayStation. It was such a cool time, you know. I couldn't go clubbing because I wasn't old enough, but man, oh man. Gaming's just awesome, isn't it, really? Old school gaming, I just love it. I'm just getting my butt handed to me. I'm just going on this nostalgic retro rant now, but yeah. Mario Kart 64, I remember I just couldn't get into it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not... It's alright, but, you know, when you played the first one and you look at how great the tracks were and what they've done with that, and like... And then the second one just doesn't gel with me, and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's the tracks, whether they've been overly ambitious, but I think it's kind of that thing where, well, it's the N64, so everything's got to be bigger and better, but I'm just not feeling it. Even with the battle arenas, I just feel they're just a bit bare bones. Not that I could do a better job, mind you, because I couldn't, you know. I criticise some of these games all the time, but there's no way I could do better. But yeah, it's just very, very cool. Funnily enough, I was in Cash Converters the other... That's how I brought Tekken 2 for PS1. I was in Cash Converters. I thought I'll go in there, see what they got. And normally they haven't got a lot, so I went down to their section. I thought, oh, there's PS1. And I found the Holy Grail. I got like Tekken 2. The World Is Not Enough and Tomorrow Never Dies. I thought, oh, fantastic. Smackdown 1. And I was like, oh my god, I was so happy. I was like, I even shouted, oh my god, this is awesome. And the woman, she goes, are you alright? I said, yeah. I said, I've just found like this fantastic. You got these retro. Oh, that's right. I brought the original Resident Evil. I do have Director's Cut, but I thought, you know what, it's nice to have the original as well. I think as well, just because I'm like that, you see, because I'm. Oh my god, I'm so getting so excited. I'm losing. I'm really struggling here, and I don't know why. Come on. I just can't beat it. Come on. Oh, man, oh man, this is difficult. I don't know. I'm trying to all these different combos. Shit. There we go. Oh, I can't do it. I swear to God, man, this is really difficult. I don't know if it's possible. I'm trying to jab him. But, like, the problem with this game as well is if you miss a kick or you miss a move, then you won't be able to hit them. That's the only thing. It's like the game says you've missed, and then he can easily just like getting a cheap shot. It's like you can't do anything about it. But look at these cool moves. That's what I love about this game. He's impenetrable. Right, okay, we'll try again. Come on. I think we should get him this time. Come on. There we go. I don't know what happened there. There we are. We got a perfect. Right, I've got this guy. Oh. There we go, look at that. Boom! Smashed his face. Not that I'm endorsing violence or anything. Look, I've got to beat this guy. It's really tough. There we go, just about beaten by the skin of my teeth. Well, that's the challenge of Tekken. It is literally very difficult sometimes to get in there. I feel like I should have completed this already, but I'm just not there yet. Look at that, nice suplex there. But Lee's got his kick, so you've got to be very careful and watch out because he is a kick master. Oh shit, oh my god. Come on, you. Come on. Oh my god. See, I can't, and I'm certainly not complaining, but it's almost like you can't respond. You know what I mean? It's like you'll respond and then the computer will respond, and the computer will always respond better than what I can do. So it's like unless you hit him, you're not going to win. Oh, come on. Yes! Look at that. Oh, desperation suplex there. Final round. I tried to kick him, but it didn't work. Let's see if we can do it. Sometimes it's the only way to win, and it sucks that you got to do this, but it's the only way to outflank the computer. See, it won't let me do anything. It just counters my combos. So whatever I do, the computer's got an answer for. But we will keep going with this. I really should be blocking more, that's my problem. I keep forgetting that you can block in most fighting games. I don't know why I do that. I'm always on the offense, and the problem is if you stand still, you're going to get hurt more. I'm just literally wiping the floor with me now. I'm trying to concentrate here on what's going on, but yeah, I can't seem to get a foothold with Lee. Oh my god. But look at this, it's like I barely started and I'm getting my butt, like, I can't hit the guy. Like, no matter what I do, the computer just goes crazy. And funnily enough, as I said, I beat this game on hard, so I don't... So this isn't even on hard. Oh, there we go, boom. Right, we got the suplex. Almost got him though. There we go, look at that. Nice. Look at that. Nice sucker punch there. That's how you do it. Round 2. Right, come on, pal. I mean, it's my fault. I'm not as good as I should be on this, so I never really, you know, so I just play for fun. So, yeah, I would love to be an expert on this and just... Oh, shit. That was... I'm not even sure what kind of happened there. Here we go. Shit, okay, I've got to do something now, otherwise I'm dead. Oh, shit. It was like 4 seconds to go. I thought maybe I could cheese it. Oh, look at that. Suplex. There we go. Finally. Oh my god. Oh, Armor King now. So, one thing about this game, and the same as the last one, is that you will face secret characters as well that you can unlock. So, for example, if I beat Armor King, then I can unlock him on the main menu. So that's why this game got tons of replay value, because you can take these secret characters through the tournament. I think they may have their own additional endings as well, so that's always a good thing. There we are, nice. The funny thing was, I think it was Armor King in the storyline who gave King his mask, because King was kind of going on a bit of a bender. I think because he lost the last tournament in the canon storyline, and so he handed him his mask, didn't he? Which you saw in the intro. So, See, I don't understand why, like, I can't actually hit the guy. Like, it won't let me hit him sometimes. Like, in terms of, like, I can't respond. So, as I said, it's a product of its time. Oh, come on. Just look at that. Like, half my health is gone. It's like, sometimes it'll let me whack him, sometimes it won't. So I don't know what to do now. So nothing's working. Nothing is working.
Round 1. Fight!
Look at that. Beautiful. I am really trying. It's not like I'm not trying. Oh, come on. Oh.
Round 2.
This is the tough cookie of the game. So it's like, it's easy to pick up but very difficult to master, as they say. Oh my god, come on, come on, come on. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Look at that. You'd think I'd hit him a bit more than the game just won't let me hit him, it just won't respond. It's just, that's the only thing. But as I said, beat 'em ups were just coming out, so it's not that it's a terrible game, but it feels very floaty at times. So I'm trying to hit this guy. There we go, another suplex. Oh, I don't know what the hell happened there. What is going? Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm not standing for that. Oh. See, I'm doing all these moves. He really is a friggin' armor king, because he's not. There we are. Look at that. We responded. I don't know what I did there, but that worked. And we do it again. It's like a quick grab or something. Oh, come on! Come on! Holy come on. It won't let me do it anymore. I was hoping I could just multiple suplex him, but it's one of those games you can't always rely on the same move because it doesn't always work. Oh. I'm going to be here all day unless I beat this dude. This is just ridiculous. Get off me, you git. Get in there, kid. Get in there. So I can't block. I can't do nothing. It's like the game just does what it wants to do. It won't let me respond. It won't let me hit the guy. I can't. Oh my god. Come on. There we are. That's better. There we go. Nice. One more should do it. Right. Finally.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh, see, it won't let me do anything now. The game just goes into like invincibility mode where you can't hit the guy. You can't do anything to him. He can hit you, but you can't hit him. There we are, finally. Oh my god. Finally broke through, broke the ice. Jesus, nearly half an hour. And I'm stuck on that guy. There we go, finally. Whoa. We pushed through. Right, it's Kazuya now. And this guy is a git. I'm trying to beat him, but he's extremely tough. As I said, there's a whole host of secret characters and storylines and stuff, and I believe that we fight the devil after this. I think it's like Devil Kazuya, possibly. I don't know. It's been so long, but you also fight. There's an angel as well hidden on the game, so I will need to unlock that. So I might do a few more of these actually, spread them out. You know, if anybody's up for that, I'll definitely do some more Tekken 2. I just can't friggin'. It's been so long since I played this too. I'm really trying to. Well, see how I can't block? It won't let me block because, like, I That's my one big bugbear with this, is that it's not that I'm not trying, but I can barely block in this game. I don't know whether that's a design choice or what, but 9 times out of 10, sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't. Oh God, okay, back off. I cannot hit the guy, so I can't do nothing to him. So we just got to keep going until we win. I guess the special moves are not. See, it's like I can't even like. I can't get him off me now. I can't do nothing to him because he's just on me all the time. And then by the time I know it, all my freaking health goes down. I can barely hit the guy. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Oh, this game packs one hell of a punch. It's still just as awkward as ever. It's like trying to wade through glue or something. I can't. There you go. Look at that. Almost hit the guy as well. I can't get any combos in on him. It's so awkward. I'm trying to stay low. I can bet. He's just got the moves. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Come on, please let me up. Just let me up. One more. Oh. I'm really trying to beat this guy, and he's not going down. He won't take the bait. He won't do nothing. See, sometimes I can just get his energy down. Other times, come on. Ugh.
Round 2. Fight.
How did he beat me there? That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how he beat me. Oh, come on. I'm really trying to beat this guy, and he's just like, it's like, so tough. He's so tough. Maybe it's the character I've got, because I've always had a lot of success with other characters, so I'm not really, didn't really play much with King recently, so maybe that's it. There we are. Right.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, just let me up. For fuck's sake. I just don't like it because it's like I just don't agree personally. That's a load of rubbish. Load of rubbish, mate. Just let me off and I can do it. Come on. Yes, oh my God, I've just powered through. Just over 30 minutes, guys, just to get through the freaking tournament. Oh my God. Right, I finally beat Kazuya, so now we have to fight the big daddy with the horns and the tail. But look at this. I think it's Devil Kazuya, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. But we fight with all these mirrors. And I know there's a sort of a trick to the devil. And this is it, I think. I think you can just, as long as you stay low, you can win. So I've never struggled with the devil for some reason. He's really easy. I don't know whether it's a limitations thing, but he's not that hard. You just stay low and just use kicks. So go figure. The tournament's like completely messed up. Cause I struggle on other guys and girls, and yet I can beat the devil really easily. So go figure, right? So what's all that about? Maybe they just want everybody to win. Maybe that's it. Fuck you, pal. That ain't gonna work. You got your little laser, but that didn't work. And there we go. We've completed Tekken 2 with King. But yeah, I'll definitely do a few more of these actually, and spread them about the channel. Check it out. There we go. King is victorious. So let's enjoy the beautiful ending. Look at this. So there we go. King's got his Mac on, and look at that. Oh, all those children. He's left some presents for the children. Oh, look at that. Oh, King. You're a softie, really, aren't you, mate? There we go. Look at that. Fan dabby dozy. And we get the awesome credits as well. Thank you so much. All that's left to say is thank you very much. This has been Lucas from Swaggerbond. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out one of my retro quick play videos. I really appreciate it. If you're new to Swaggerbond and like what you see, hey, what on earth are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button now. Hit that bell notification icon also, because that way you'll be instantly subscribed to Swaggerbond and you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new retro gaming video, meaning you won't miss a thing. Don't forget to comment on this video as well. Let me know your Tekken 2 memories, or indeed any fighting game memories on any system. I'd love to know what you think of the series in general. Virtua Fighter 2, that series, let me know, because both awesome games, and some might say one's better than the other, but you know what, they're all fine games in my book. Don't forget to share this video around with everybody that you know, anybody that you think might be interested in this type of retro content. It really helps YouTube's algorithm, it allows my channel to grow, and it means more blokes and birds across the land will be able to find and access my content consistently and easier. And finally, you can find my social media. There will be links in this video description. So another one kind of bites the dust, guys. We'll just let the credits roll, because I'm like that, you see. I don't know end the video without the credits rolling, just to complete everything. But my god, that was tough. And funnily enough, when I first got this, I booted it up on hard mode. I got it, as I said, from Cash Converter the other day. I put it on hard mode and I beat the game. Like, no joke, I beat it with almost every character, and I took minimal losses. And now I'm playing on like normal mode. I believe it's on normal mode, and I'm still losing. There's definitely some sort of imbalance here that's going on. And then, because then I went on forums and it was like, oh, Tekken 2 on PlayStation 1's really hard, and I was like, it is? But now I'm noticing maybe I just had a run of good luck, because the AI is pretty brutal. You know, I'm trying everything. Maybe it's just because I'm with King, who's a slower, more power hungry character who can do suplexes and all kinds of cool moves and stuff. So maybe that's it. Right, is that it? I believe that's the end now. Okay, fantastic. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you next time. I will definitely do some more Tekken 2 for you. Take care of yourselves, and until we meet again, I'll see you soon.
I'm drowning